This is a National Diaper Bank Network Minute.
Most diaper banks begin with a few dedicated volunteers and grow to the point where they hire staff. The first staffers often came to the work as volunteers, which was the case with Jessica Olson, who recently became executive director at Sweet Cheeks Diaper Pantry in Seymour, Indiana. Jessica is determined to grow this church project to serve more families in need across a wider swath of southern Indiana.
We opened our doors September 1st, 2022, to 245 children in need. Yeah.
And it's only grown, I'm sure.
Yes. And so now we average about 520 children a month, and we haven't hit our fourth birthday yet. So it's quite, the growth can be overwhelming, but it's also a testament to exactly what this community needs. And so our plans are not going anywhere soon, just because, this community needs us.
Why did the people of your congregation come together and say, yeah, this is part of our faith to do this?
Absolutely. So we have a beautiful downtown centralized location. Our church was built in 1884, right around the time that Seymour was founded. And, oftentimes churches can either do a great job of promoting themselves and what they do, and other times they are uncomfortable with that. And our church has always been on the quiet side of promoting ourselves, because we just don't feel that's what our faith calls us to do. But our faith definitely calls us to be the hands and feet of Christianity. And knowing that we have wonderful food pantries, we have a great clothing center, we just felt like our church could be the resource hub for something that was a great need. And so we took a visioning initiative from the presbytery, which is kind of our overarching governing body. And they gave us some funds to say, put a committee together, find out what your community needs, what your church wants to do. And we had an overwhelming response from the church of mission work. This is not just a building for Sundays. We want this to be a resource hub. And so a smaller committee developed, and we started with 3 ring binders and a box or 2 of diapers ordered at a time. And now we're getting shipments off semis, thanks to our partnership with National Diaper Bank. I have done the math to find out that I believe over 95% of church members support us financially.
That's amazing.
So, to be able to say that, I'm just so proud of that they believe in this mission. And most of the financial volunteers are also giving their time, and there are volunteers, there are boots on the ground kind of people. And so that's just been a huge blessing to be able to use my leadership in the community to say, I will head this up, and have that connection of not only to the pantry, but also to the church.
You got that amazing support from your church community. So is step 2 now getting more support from the broader community so that you can serve more families?
Yeah, absolutely. And that was one of the big positions of the director's position, is to solicit those community dollars. And so I'm out in the community a lot, speaking, letting people know. I was thrilled when somebody said they were in another city of the county, and they said, how many people know? They were in a high school. How many people know about Sweet Cheeks Diaper Pantry? And she said, a lot of people raised their hands. And I said, yes, that means I'm doing my job. Yeah. We have a partnership with the local high schools to have their students come in and provide those community resource hours to us with making the diaper bundles and things like that. And then they can also see the impact of what they're giving back. We staff each open shift with translators. We have a large population of Spanish-speaking clients and Spanish-speaking residents in the community. And so to be able to offer that language support has been a critical need and, a welcoming thing that we can provide.
To learn more about diaper banks and the work they're doing to help families across the United States, visit nationaldiaperbanknetwork.org.